Well, it's Sunday the 16th, I think. And this Storm Napier, Storm Dennis, that's it. Been a bit of a storm in a teacup, hasn't it? All that worrying for nothing. Although, on the radio it said it's heading down south now to Worcester way, and they're a bit worried about flooding. But my sister lives in Whalley, like I said, where I was last week, and it's not burst its banks. I was saying to her about what someone said about dredging. The EU bans dredging because they're trying to encourage rivers to follow their natural course. But now we're Brexited, and please the bloody sell what we do if the councils will actually do it. But my sister said no, it has been dredged. I said, well, not deep enough. Dig another 20 foot down and sell all the bloody pebbles to builders to make aggregates or whatever. What have I been doing? Not a lot, because it was pouring down most of yesterday. I had a lazy day. I did a short Beatles video on my Beatles channel. It was of the convention in Liverpool I used to go every year. In fact, I went for 25 consecutive years from 1986 onwards. But then snapped out of it. I think that's what people do, like train spotting. If you haven't got much of a social life or a family life or a wife and kids, they get into a hobby. And that's just what I did. Still, it got me about. I went to London a few times a year for the Beatles bash down there, the hotel near Russell Square. And the Liverpool do was every August bank holiday. I just got a booking brochure in January for this year's do, and it's 500 and odd quid now for 5 nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It includes all the theatres, but I said to my mate Kevin, I said all the old characters have died now. You used to get all sorts of special guests, the Beatles show for Alf Bicknell, and their old manager before Brian Epstein arrived on the scene in 1961. He died age 86, this old chap Alan Williams. I've just bought his book actually, even though I don't collect stuff anymore. I saw his book was commanding quite high prices, and someone on eBay was selling one in mint condition for 18 quid, so I sent for it. You know, it's an interesting read, and I can always sell it on because it actually sells for 25 to 30 pounds. And because I knew him, I used to have a natter with him every year. Why did he do that? The indicator, and he turned it off, or he's self-cancelling or something, but before the wheels turn. And this morning, what was I doing? Before I saw it was sunny, put the telly on and watching the World at War. You get, I won't say addicted, but I watched about 3 hour-long bloody World at Wars until 12 o'clock. I wonder what the current German attitude is to all that, the sympathisers in there for them loonies. It didn't show anything too graphic on World at War because it wasn't a late night thing unless it was edited, but it's shown all these bloody crowds going into a village and separating all the men from the families, little old ladies crying and little old men crying. And it says these were later machine gunned. Let's get an MG50 or MG42 machine gun out, taken to a forest and just machine gun them all in case. Well, for no reason at all. It didn't actually say why. Why did they do it? Because they're a bunch of mental bastards, weren't they? It wasn't that long ago when you think about it. It's the 75th anniversary this year of VE Day, Victory in Europe. The things they got up to, we were just fighting them loonies, and they had all that sideline stuff going on, just slaughtering people. And it said they had collaborators in Hungary and all the Mickey Mouse countries. Oh yeah, we join the Germans, yeah. Shoot all the Jews, yeah. And it said there was a young woman with all her villagers being marched off to a forest, and she took her warm winter coat off and gave it to an old lady. Said, here, you have this, but you'll need it, my love, it's cold. No, they're going to machine gunners in that forest, so you might as well have my coat. What a bloody... Oh, that puddles her again. And sadly, the Americans didn't help out, did they? In fact, I've said before that Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's dad, were actually campaigning against us, the British, saying we're a bunch of warmongers, there's nothing wrong with Hitler, he's just taking his lands back. Well, he wasn't, because when he invaded France and Belgium and Holland, it was just a total cock-up. Yeah, I got watching it because it mentioned the aircraft production, because I used to make wings and ailerons for jets, tornadoes and Hawk. It said our production skyrocketed, they got car manufacturers to start making planes, and then when the Yanks finally did decide to join us after Pearl Harbor, after we'd been bombed for 2 years and all our lads were dying, they joined in, didn't they? Better late than never. Bugger. I was thinking it would have been quicker to go the other way and go into Morrison's, because run out of that cat litter, and the bin men come on Tuesday. Why did I come this way? Silly sod. Very windy. People have got up earlier. I mean, the rain must have stopped. The roads are blown dry, so the rain must have stopped about 10 o'clock. Could have got up, had my shower, gone to Rivington, but probably nobody there this time of year. I'm not sure if the cafe's open either. That bird with his indicator still on. Don't you think of slowing down for a junction? If there's dotted lines, you have to slow down. In my supermarket last week, I was going shopping, and some really thick gobshite with jam-jar glasses on, was squinting through the window and gave a black look to a woman driver, but he had dotted lines, 2 rows of dotted white lines in front of him, so he meant to stop and give way. She was on the main drag and this Herbert was on the side road. What is wrong with people in this country? Are they just dense? We're just a race of thickheads. Have you noticed the average person in our population, unless it's just people I speak to in pubs, yeah, you ain't wrong then as well, Albert. You meant to turn right there. Yeah, and someone was asking me, hi, did I go in taxis to work because of the storms? Well, no, Monday to Thursday was alright. Rain doesn't bother me, or wind. It's just ice, but on Friday there was a severe frost, so I got a taxi. You trying to overtake that learner? Something else, if there's someone with L plates on, just stay back. Just in case you make a wrong move. Maybe it's because all the supermarkets are closing shortly. At 4 o'clock, restricted hours, aren't they? Yeah, so I got a taxi in at 2 o'clock. I thought, well, I've no food in, I'll have a couple of pints and have a meal, and then you're getting Indian curry because I have a bit of a sniffle. I thought it might help it, although I'm not coughing as much. It does clear your throat out, doesn't it? A good hot curry, king prawn, rogan josh, 2 chapatis, pillow rice, lovely jubbly. Yeah, I didn't have my usual skinful of beer. I just had a couple of pints. Well, maybe 4. Went to the Drummer's Arms again. Went to the Shush Bar again. Asked him about my Laurel and Hardy picture and he just mumbled something. Yeah, a bar called Shush, and I've got that Laurel and Hardy picture saying Shush. Ideal for their walls. I don't know about it. Well, I went in Charles Napier, and because I've ordered one of those cheap old Edwardian postcards featuring the pub when it was a YMCA, and I was looking outside and all the stone letters, you can see the remains where they've been chiselled off. Imagine chiselling off old letters. Because the pub was originally next door and the street continued right up the hill with terraced houses and other shops. And yeah, all that was demolished, even an old cottage there, all that was demolished, and then the YMCA became the pub, Sir Charles Napier. And the girl behind the bar was into it. Oh yeah, I've actually got some arts and crafts style wallpaper. I'm into all, oh that's alright, all the oldie worldy look. But I was telling the lad behind the bar, I said, I've not been in here. Well, I called him once when it reopened about 3 years ago with Accrington Bike Club, but you can't really drink, can you? I think I had a Coca-Cola or something. At the time before that, I said, yeah, it must be 2004, 2005. I was in a pub crawl round Clitheroe at Christmas with my mate Dave. I'm fed up with this, come on, let's get on train. Blackburn, we'll go to Napier. I said, Napier, where's that? Never mind, you'll love it. You have a band on usually. Oh, well, it's just going to get busy in Clitheroe and there's a band on at the King's Arms. Oh, come on, go to Napier. So we got a train. Took about half a bloody hour to get to Blackburn, then quite a long walk to the Napier. Only those 3 old farts at bar. No band on. Probably because it costs a fortune to get a band on at Christmas. One of these old fights. Oh, bloody hell, how tall are you? How tall are you? I thought you were studying and all. How tall are you? And I just ignored him. Hey, can you hear me? How tall are you? And I said to Dave, Happy Christmas, see you, mate. And walked out. And I went to a taxi rank. I said, how much back to Clitheroe? Clitheroe, £15. Lots of money. I said, right, back to Clitheroe. So I went back to Clitheroe and finished the night off there and had a nice curry. What's wrong with people? Just because I'm 6'6.5", there's a lad at work just in shorts. I said, you get all that? Yeah. You're tall, how tall are you? I said, yeah, and then when you tell him, what did he say? Yeah, nothing. I said, exactly. Why did he ask? Nothing better to say. What if I was short and fat? Would he say, you're a fat bastard, aren't you? How heavy are you? What a fat git. Or if I'd have an enormous nose like Ringo, you've got a big nose, haven't you? So why comment on tall people? Why? Nothing better to talk about. You're a fat girl, aren't you? I bet you don't sweat much. Like I said, race of thickies. Yeah, I don't know how I've come this way, but time is it? 3:30. I'm sure I'll get there in time. I could have just got normal cat litter, but like I said, the litter tray is pongy. I've no cat litter in. I don't use half a ton weight bloody heavy stuff again. And like I said, this is a big branch of Morrison's, and the little branch at home don't bloody stock it. Why? Rather inconvenient faffing about like this. Now then, in that book, in one of those books I've got, it shows this, that side wall's there because it's a railway, but on this side there's a motorbike shop. That lane wasn't there, of course, in them days, just one lane down. Shall I do some more time travel, please? Yeah, I couldn't make out what it said, which motorbike shop, well, what was the name, not that it's relevant, but how things have changed. Yeah, motorbike shop. I think it said 50s, it wasn't an ancient picture again. Wouldn't you just love to have a look around a motorbike shop in the 1950s or 60s? I've got a clip on my channel of that film If from 1968 where the two posh boys from a public school. Noise that makes, and mine's quiet, and I can leave that in a cloud of dust, up to about 140 miles an hour. Then you might shoot past me. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell and his mate pinch a motorbike. I don't know how they managed it unless there were keys in. And there's two up and they are half shifting, and when you get off at this biker cafe, he pats the tank. I thought, yes, Malcolm McDowell must have been a keen biker. I mean, if you pat a tank, you must realise that bikes have got souls. We all know that, don't we? Bikes are alive with feelings. Feelings. Yeah, she's on her phone, so I thought I'd use my indicator. One way, but you never know, do you? Trust nothing, trust nobody, don't trust any junctions when there's a potential for disaster. I sent for a postcard for this as well, the technical school. Can you see? Not sure what it is now. Yeah, cut a corner Albert, why not? You're going to cross. Is that pedestrianised? That's that pub here. How to save a journey. No, it says no right turn. If there's no right turn, oh, well you can, can't you? Because the sun's on it as well. God, you'll see that detail better. You can just make it out. Christian Association, YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association, Men's Christian Association. Is that 1909 at the end? That's not very old, is it? Oh yeah, the stone was laid by the Right Honourable Lord Kinnaird on May the 9th, 1908. And there were two big circles up there. So there was a pub next door, ancient cottages. And the postcard shows that road there, with a horse and cart on or something. So, Tontown Street. So they built that dual carriageway there in its place. And there was, this is where that very ornate four gang lamp was. You see the grapes. Yeah, where's this lot coming from? Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to get to Morrison's by 3, should do. Yeah, how times have changed. You know, I'd like to do in summer, I've looked round Corporation Point, not been up that way since I was about 5. Well, maybe before then. I was 3 when we moved to Great Harwood from Blackburn in the summer of love, 1967. Yeah, Morrison's is at the end of here. Turn right, there we are. All this for cat litter. Well, I wanted to get the bike out anyway. You don't waste a sunny day, do you? And it's quite mild, a little bit blustery, but quite safe and within the limits. That was a pub there called the Balaclava. Me and my mate Brian used to go right. Good jukebox with all the 50s stuff on. Now it's a pizza and curry centre. Waiting for Albert Christmas. Get straight to this road. Can you lay a decent tarmac anymore? My street got resurfaced about 3 years ago and it's absolutely perfect still. I bought them all from Mr. Kipling's because he made such a lovely job. What happened there? Indicating too soon. You wait till you've gone past the junction, then you indicate, because that van pulled out on him. Get in lane. Well, the entrance is right up there, and the pet section is right on this end, which is good, isn't it? Careful of traffic. This'll do. Sounds like another bike somewhere. That lever thing's still on. It's alright, isn't it? Glue's holding up. Fake alarm. I checked my rear brake level because Clive at work said your level's down, but it's not. It's because it's on the side stand. I couldn't put any more in it. It would have dribbled out. I put some more in there to get a tissue and soak it back up. Right, cat litter. Well, £5.25. That said £4 on the section. It must have been in the wrong place, because that stuff at home is the wood stuff. That's £4. It's 25p more, but I recommend it if you have moggies. Like I said, if you're anything like me, your dustbin weighs a bloody ton, because it's every 2 weeks. Why not go back to where it used to be, a weekly collection? Good sized bag that, isn't it? It's a flight bag. I was struggling for years with a laptop bag, and then I saw a flight bag in a cheapo shop in town, just a thing. How long will that last? The cat litter, I mean, zipped up. I made a little modification to this jacket before I come out. The velcro on the chin strap of the helmet catches on the jacket. Fold back velcro, which I presume is intended for summer, you know, when it's hot you can velcro the flap back. And I thought, I'm not going to do that. So I cut a square of velcro from that roll I have, folded it over, stuck it on the little neck piece there, and it no longer snags on my helmet. My bike helmet, I mean. It used to, a pain in the arse, and that's what made the microphone hiss now and again when you go in helmet. Oh, can you go that way? Well, it's light till 5 o'clock these days, isn't it? I could go for an hour's ride, couldn't I? Seeing as I'm up late tonight, we're being on till 9 next week. Should I go on that country road again, I wonder? Clear road ahead, good. I've not had any Soho foundry, look at that. I wonder if it was an iron foundry. Yeah, I haven't had any tickets for... I went up that bus lane, Penny Street. It's just, everything's demolished on it. It was a bustling street when I was young. And now there's nothing on it, so I went up it on my bike. And I noticed a bus sign. I thought, who am you doing all of it? Look at kids, are they not meant to be strapped in? You haven't got a clue, have they? It's a lovely clear day. What's that there? All these suspicious buildings. It could be a nuclear fallout shelters for all we know. Now, wondering that, now we're Brexited, is Putin going to try something weird? Because why was he having all these submarines float around our waters? And then them big bombers, it said, escorted away from British airspace by our fighters. Well, if Russia wanted to, they could annihilate our country with very little effort. But are we still protected by NATO? Why would Russia do that? Let's sail a submarine through English Channel and up North Sea to annoy the British. Da. Thickheads. Pretty nice, isn't it? Pity it's not 80 degrees. Slow down for this train. Spice loads. Yeah, to say I had a proper Indian curry Friday, my guts haven't been so bad. I didn't buy it from Blackburn. I was asking the taxi driver, and he said kebabish. I said what? He said kebabish, that's the one to go to in Blackburn. I said, oh, well, I'll go to Zam's when I get home. But I remember that, kebabish. I might go in on my birthday. Let's all go for a curry on my birthday. Yeah, I saw his suspension go down then, that bloody bump. Still not ironed out. He's turning, is he going to pull out? No, wait. You stupid woman! Got high vis on. Oh, a bit of news on the biking front, not me. Hey, look at that man there, what's that man? What is it, what's that? Like a scarecrow type of thing, is it an artwork? Hey, look at that La La Land. Horse up ahead, slow down. Yeah, a bit of news on the biking front. I saw Hepcat Whalley, he's getting shut to his FJI. Fine pair of legs then, missus. Hey. Yeah, and I think he's getting a Tracer 900. Is that true, Ian? Selling it for 7,500 with 30,000 mile on, with lots of luggage and things, lots of additions. And I think he said it's just a bit bulky for what he needs it for. It's right, because I had a sit on it and it felt like a bloody... I mean, I had a 1300, but mine were naked with a little furring on. But that's a different kettle of fish altogether. I bet it weighs about £200 more than my Super 4 did. And because we're on these little country lanes in the Lake District, I thought, how's he managing on them grainy, gravelly little corners we were whizzing around. One of their pals took over. I think they thought I was too slow because I was taking it easy and being sensible, so she whizzed ahead. And I wasn't happy. Neither of them seem to have talked to me since. I think I upset them. But I don't like route riding anyway. If someone's taking a piss, you don't think you need to keep up to them. Slow down, and if they moan, wah, 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 You disappeared from view from me mirrors. Well, I want to stay alive, thank you. You whiz ahead if you want. I'll take it easy. Missing that lovely view, but you tend to veer towards the bloody side of the road if you admire views. You want to admire a view, do a stop and carry on. And fields are still waterlogged. Yeah, should I go and have a look and see if there's any trace of flood damage from last week under that Whalley Abbey entrance gatehouse? Could do, couldn't I? Don't know how long the battery's going to last. It was only on. I weren't going to go out, you see. I only went out to get the cat litter. I wonder if Morrison's would listen if I sent an email to head office and said, can you sell that lightweight cat litter at every bloody branch? Because it's a lot better than the crap they sell. It's like cement, that stuff that's in my branch. You know what I mean, Albert? Yes, how did you think he is? We'll sell what we want, my son, eh? I mentioned this last time, if little rivers run down here when it's pouring down, why has only one house had the good sense to do a little breaker with an L-shaped wall? No, let's have a look here, look. Water is just piddling. And yet one of them has made a little surround to deflect the water. They put a plant pot there, not sure if that's to deflect water. They've got stairs there, that would help. It must be quite a nasty little river to leave all these stones everywhere. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Albert. And look, it's like this after all the rain stopped, so when it was raining it must have been awful. Dodgy turn again, is there something coming? No. That's a dead end down there, not going down there. I'll go on that little road. Yeah, train going across. So you go across that viaduct if you get a return from Clitheroe to Blackburn. That's what we did on that pub crawl with my mate Dave. I'm filled with Clitheroe, let's go to Napier. In fact, I was joking with that girl who runs a Napier. I says, as it was a YMCA, when you have your rock nights with your punk bands and your heavy metal bands, why not have everyone doing the YMCA dance? Like the village people. YMCA, YMCA, every day, every night, doodle-doo-doo-doo. YMCA, YMCA. What are you doing, Albert? What are you doing? Diddly-dee-dee-dee-diddly-dee. Yeah, Winnie the Witch. Trishna, yeah, that's been there a while, that Indian restaurant. Only fits about 20 people in there. I like your kinky boots. Everyone's talking about kinky boots, kinky boots, kinky boots. Right, so this was underwater last week with that other storm. I forgot what it was called. Girl's name, wasn't it? With beginning with C. Kiara, wasn't it? What are you doing? You just stop, don't you? I don't know where am I going? Yeah, on the aerial photograph, the water flooded the actual ruins of the abbey. It was all down here. So it might have left some guns unless it's all washed away. We shall see. Yeah, don't look, stopping in the middle of the road, what are you doing? Danger, danger. Yeah, so what are you doing? Van coming, marvellous. I'll stop here the widest bit. I thought you were going to come down then, it looks like he's waiting for us. Thank you, Albert. See, they are right away, you see. Now then, this church, I've never been inside. I went for a look around the graveyard and was a bit disappointed there was no ancient graves, because they all rot away, don't they? They all get worn away. Is it this, or the one in Clitheroe? It shows them, like they have in London, actual carving, graves with these noblemen and their wives carved into the rock. Greenfish is still closed. You know what I mean? Statues laid down on tombs, proper medieval statues from local dignitaries. I'd love to have a look at them and have a look at the dates. They did carve dates in them days, for church dates from the 1200s. You never actually see any carved dates from the 1200s, 30s, they seem to start in the 15s, don't they? You ever seen a carved date from 1400 and something? No. Well, I haven't. I'm going to be heading into the sunset when I go home. Yeah, so this is that route I do every summer. End up in Lancaster eventually. I'm going to turn off for Clitheroe. I still haven't decided what to do on my birthday. I think Clitheroe's the favourite. I was going to book some time away, Blackpool, Liverpool. I thought about London, but I wouldn't be happy there. Looking at my bloody shoulder all the time. I do a weekend millionaire look down there. I have a fake gold ring made of bronze you can shine up. And on Friday, because my old cheapo watch from Aldi was falling apart, all the straps got little wires sticking in my bloody wrist. And I went on a market stall on Blackburn Market, Cannes, I've been going there for years. I said, I'm looking for a nice watch that looks expensive but it's actually cheap. Oh, it's a kind of gold elastic strap. The bracelet's one of those elasticated ones, But it looks like it cost £1,000. I said, oh yes, that'll complete my weekend millionaire look with a gold ring on, well, a bronze ring on. So I bought it, but it was meant to be a cheap watch for work, but it's too nice for work, you'll get bloody scratched. And that's something I was going to do today, go to Argos and get a cheap watch for work, but they're all about £25. Anyway, I'll play it by ear. I might as well wear this new one for work, try and avoid scratching it. and see how long it lasts, how long it keeps its appearance. The ones I had my eyes on at Argos are actually made of bloody plastic. They look like they're gold. It's a dual display hands and then below little LCD, and they look nice. Stainless steel one with a black face, and the gold one has a gold face, I think. One's 30 quid, one's 25. And I've had them in the past, and when you get worn you can see the bloody plastic underneath. So at least this one I've got is metal, and it's made by Seconda. 20 quid, it's not bad. I'll just show it when I get home. Just to add a little bit of interest to this rather dull tootling round windy lanes in winter video. So it's, whoops, help budgie. It's nice, isn't it? At least I got my bike out. I've been on this road for a while. People could get on about twisties. Well, I don't like twisties in particular. Now that it's going a bit quicker with that sprocket being changed, it is a little bit punchier out of the bends, but I've never been one to get my knee down anyway. And birds are all a bit swoopy today. What are they doing? Is that still open, that pub? And it's for Briggs pub. I'll give him a little wave for waiting. Thank you. Once went in there from work at Ultraframe one Christmas. You know, it was our Christmas meal and it was bloody awful. And the dizzy supervisor, what's she called? Lottie, what's Lottie short for? Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte's Coop, she were called. He said, are you enjoying your meal? And we all said, oh yes. And we weren't it horrible, the so-called turkey with then thin bloody slices. And when the waitress come and said, are you enjoying the meal? And we all said yes, like you do, to be polite. She said, can we have more veg? And we hadn't ate any veg off her plate, so this waitress come with a mountain of veg. I said, why did you order that? I said, I don't like. Bloody hell, boarded up. Is that closed down? What's that one here? Is it called a horseshoe or something? Well, I see all these terraced houses and it's closed down because probably people don't bloody use them. Use your local pub. I don't know. There we are, Castle View with a view of the Castle Keep. You see? More joggers. Not lovely. A lovely view. Now where are you going, Albert? I'm turning this way. No, you're going straight on, good. So, birthday bash, and I go around Clitheroe, have a nice meal at the Dill Ride, what had just been passed. Or should I save me money? Money's too tight to mention. Yeah, at least you still have a police station here. That barber's still there. You see that old signs painted on the side of that shop. I'm having a fag. So they got it right in Clitheroe, you know, the oldie worldy look with old signs, even though they might be reproduction. They look nice and it suits the style of the shops. But, you know, Salvation Army shop closed, you still out looking in there for cheap ornaments. I went in there in summer, had a very expensive seafood meal. When I was on my July holidays, I think it was. I sat in the sunshine and picked something off the menu. And it was £33 for this seafood on a... I should have realised on a skewer it wouldn't be very filling. It was just 2 prawns, 2 scallops, 2 something else. And then a bit of veg for £33 and like a twerp I give them £40 and said keep the change. And I thought, well, it's the first day of my holidays, why not? Then I had a couple of beers and then I went home. Where's everybody? It's a ghost town, isn't it? This town is nothing but a ghost town. All the places are being closed down. Yeah, I wanted to come down here because there used to be a place called the Hoof and Rooster on the left here, and it looks a big place. Store in fashion. You know who owns that? Carl Fogarty's daughter. So, where was the Hoof and Rooster? Oh, what's it that? Pool table. Yeah, pool table. Let's have a look and stop here, can't we? This used to be a pub, and it's all bloody shops now. Scandalous, innit? I think I've got an obsession with pubs. I haven't really, but see, white horses were called. Nice old lamp. And now it's a hair salon. See a court singing. Imagine the horses and carts there, changing the horses and feeding them. Horse there as well. So that was a Hoof and Rooster. Impossible to look inside. Oh, well, it wasn't a battery. The car was full, but the battery is on its last legs. And I just looked in the window. That was the Hoof and Rooster. So why the hell is that closed? Bar and grill, pool table. Why do some places fail and some stay open? Right, I'll go home. Not sure the money for me evening meal. I'm sorry to say my mum brought couple of spuds down and some vegetables in a bag. And I thought, ooh, sprouts, broccoli, carrot, ooh no. And I've binned them because I've been there a few days. Sorry mum. And the spuds started sprouting. I keep telling you, do not bring me any food. I do not want it. Thank you, but no, save your money. Come home from work and there it is on the bloody kitchen top food. She won't listen. I'm having a vape. I'm vaping. And a bit chilly now. That's what they're going to be like next week for work. What was that? Yes, Albert, carry on. Not like them little boxes. Let's go up there. Let's go to the well springs where the bite meat used to be. That's why that girl's starting another bite meat at what's it called? Viaducts. It's hardly local, is it? Plus coming back in the dark on a road full of critters and rabbits and badgers and hedgehogs. I think I'll be panicking about things running across in front of me. Riverhead Viaduct, that's it. A pub called The Station, I think it's called. It starts in April. Wednesday bite night. Yes, there's that lake again, fuller than usual. Win lottery, I'll buy that and have a bite night there. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Cafe, good jukebox, good food. With lodges, can you hear me? Lodges by the lake. The acceleration is incredible now. Felt like I was going to do a wheelie then. It's because it's in third gear. Third gear is a wheelie gear. Somebody said this helmet doesn't fit right. I said it's because of my 12-inch afro haircut. Be seen, be safe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Just before the battery goes, that's that watch, £20. Roman numerals, elastic strap. It's right, isn't it? Weekend millionaire. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.